we look around, we can see the response by the fire department to the scene. Again, numerous fire department vehicles as well as firefighters responding to this incident at a construction site. Unclear exactly what happened, but it was just before 9 o'clock this morning. A worker was injured in that area below ground. You may notice those yellow beams going across that opening in the ground. We're told that the incident happened some 60 feet below the surface. Eventually, that worker was brought up to the surface by fire department firefighters using a hoist to bring that worker up to the surface. And now we're watching as the fire department works along with EMS to treat whatever injuries that worker has at this time. Again, it's a situation that began before 9 o'clock this morning. It's unclear what circumstances led to that worker being injured or what the extent of their injuries are. Take a look at some of the fire department vehicles that have been standing by, arriving at the scene. Again, this all happening before 9 o'clock this morning. That is 11th Avenue and 30th Street. You can see the response, the amount of vehicles that responded to the scene, numerous fire trucks as well as ambulances responding to this construction site incident. Now bringing you over towards the west side along 12th Avenue. Again, numerous fire department vehicles as well as firefighters arriving on the scene to handle this situation. A worker that was injured in a construction incident, being told about 60 feet below the surface. That worker was brought up to the surface a short time ago by firefighters using a hoist. They are now at the surface, and we believe the fire department working with EMS to deal with whatever injuries that worker has. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. A person has been injured at a construction site on the west side. This began just before 9 o'clock this morning, 30th Street between 11th and 12th Avenues. We understand a person, most likely a construction worker, injured below ground. We're told that's about 60 feet below the surface. Now, eventually, the fire department, working with construction workers, did use a hoist to bring that person up to the surface. They have now since been placed in a nearby ambulance. It's unclear what the circumstances were surrounding the incident that led to them getting injured or what the extent of their injuries are. There was a large response by the fire department, numerous fire department vehicles, as well as firefighters responding to the scene, many of them lining up along 30th Street as well as on 11th and 12th Avenues. Again, situation that began just before 9 o'clock this morning. A person injured below surface at a construction site about 60 feet below the surface. Again, the fire department had to use a hoist to bring them up to the surface, and the extent of their injuries not known at this time. Jim Smith, CBS News, New York.
This has been breaking news.